Good afternoon all. Here sadly is another example of when the LGBT community and their wonderful friends in Manchester in the region have to pull together for something horrible and tragic that's happened in other parts of the world. The great thing is that we are brilliant at it, and we're going to be pulling together tonight in the gay village in Hesmondhalgh Gardens because of the hard work of a small group of people. Misty Chance, Julie Hesmondhalgh, Claire Richter, we've got people like the Lord Mayor involved, the City Councillor really wholeheartedly coming behind it. There's a great community feel to it, just to send a message of support and condolence to the families and friends of people who have lost loved ones in the horror of what's happened in Orlando.
It's been an absolutely amazing turnout on Canal Street for Orlando and the 50 victims of the shooting this week. Most of the gay community is here, if not all, and the rest of Manchester basically is here as well. They're from absolutely all over. They've travelled, spoke to a lot of people that have come from other parts of the country as well. We're not the only one. Other big gay scenes are doing the same thing. Birmingham, Blackpool is doing theirs tonight, Leeds is doing theirs tonight, but this is like a mega turnout because people are just so shocked that what happened over there in Orlando, and you know, we're a very tight-knit group of people, and we're one of those groups, you kick one of us, we all limp. So we're really sort of flying the flag for our own and just people in general, because it's a really terrible thing to happen anywhere in the world.
So here we are on the lovely gay village, and it's just been a moment of total solidarity against the atrocities that have happened in Orlando over the weekend. Sad times, but nothing's nicer than knowing that they're not alone, and what's ever happened to them, we as a worldwide community of the LGBT are together and with them and thinking of them.
When this was first suggested, one or two people said it would never it wouldn't work. Just look up and down Canal Street, the number of people that are still out on the street after the holding hands. The community has come together, not just the gay community of Manchester, but the whole of Manchester. Families with their little kids have been are on the street, and there's a queue now, I don't know if you can see over there, to get into Hesmondhalgh Gardens for the Vigil at 9:30. So people are still out to show their support and the solidarity with the people of Orlando. So I'd just like to say to the whole of Manchester, thank you very much for coming.
To go from what initially was an idea of people just holding hands to then creating a ring of steel around the village, and it was a ring of steel because we're defiant, we're not going to get beaten by terrorists on our community, and they were terrorists, it was hate crime, and there's only one way we can deal with that, and that's to stand up to them and show that we're not beaten and that we will continue, and if anything, it will make us as a community stronger. Because we've built our community so well over the years, you know, we've got everybody here, we've got people from different faiths, different organisations, different cultures, we've got our straight friends, we've got our gay, we've got a full mix of our community here supporting us and being with us. And I think the one thing that did surprise me a little bit when I first heard about it happening in Orlando was the fact that that could be on our own doorstep. Considering when you talk about Orlando, everyone thinks it's a bit of a gay mecca. It's such, you know, you go there because we have the Disney away days, the gay away days, and you see it as somewhere that probably untouchable in a sense. But that what's happened has just brought it home, and I think that's why so many people are here to support, because that could happen on our doorstep. We need to be vigilant, and we need to remember that, you know, we've still got a long way to come with equality. People bang on all the time that, you know, do you need a parade? Do you need this? Do you need that? Yes, we do. We still need to sort of shout out that we are who we are, and that we're not afraid of our sexuality. And I just think it's fantastic that we are here and that we are showing that we're not going to be beaten.
Was lost, but but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
It's important to me personally, just because, obviously, because I'm gay, and I think it affects us all as a community, and also just as a British Muslim, I think it's important for me and like 99.9% of Muslims that are in this country to say, actually, this is not what we stand for. So it's important for me to be here and represent that.
This person went out, he attacked our community, and what you see here is a gathering of a lot of people in solidarity, a lot of love, and I think that's how you tackle it. When you get someone who has so much hatred in their heart, you have to come out, you have to show solidarity, you have to hold hands, and you have to show love.
So we're all here on behalf of BIPOC tonight to show our love for all the people in Orlando. We're a gay managed, gay owned and actually American owned bar. So we thought it was important that we all come together to show our time in this community.
When I moved to Manchester, Canal Street, Manchester was the safest place I could go to, regardless of what sexuality or lifestyle that you had. And I made lots of friends, and good friends at that. And hearing what happened in Orlando, it was heartbreaking. The one safest place you can go to, people laughing, dancing, having good fun. And then that to happen is...
It almost seems every gay I've ever met, every queer in Christendom is here to support those who have been injured and killed in Orlando. What's happened over there is absolutely horrific. I watched Sky News this morning with Owen Jones, poor Owen Jones, trying desperately to explain to someone who I would never have considered to be a bigot about why it's important that it's a gay club and why it's important that it's queer people. And what came out of that was just respectability politics, you know. Oh, come on now, Owen. Come on now, Owen. No, don't come on now. You're angry, you're upset, and you have every right to be. I am angry, I'm upset. This has hurt me, this has hurt my gay family, and you don't mess with the gays.
We're here in solidarity with the people in Orlando, but also all across the world, everyone who is devastated by this most recent violence. And I say most recent because queer people have always been under threat of violence.
I think some of us are here as well because we acknowledge that it is a homophobic hate crime. I think a lot of other media outlets are sort of skimming over that. I think we're here because we do acknowledge what it is and want it to be discussed for what it is.
Yeah, I've come here today just to pay respect to the 50 that's died and the 53 and counting which have been hurt. It's quite close to home to everyone here, and you hurt one of us, you hurt all of us, and we stand together.
A ring of steel to show that we're not going to be defiant, we're not going to let hatred, we're not going to let all that go against us. We are Manchester, we are united, and we will stand together as a community, and we will show solidarity across the world.
Bianca Deirdre Drayton, 32 years old. Simon Adrian Carrillo Fernandez, 31 years old. You this evening as a proud Muslim resident of this great diverse city of ours.
Experienced hate crime when I was a youngster. I'm also from the Muslim community, and I also know what it's like to be on the receiving end of Islamophobia. So all I can say is that I will go further than what Bev said, that the attack in Orlando is not just an attack on all LGBT communities, it is an attack on all communities around the world.
Something inside so strong, oh, something inside so strong, inside so strong, something inside so strong.
Anthony, Wallace, Sally Sinclair, Hollyoaks. This has been the most amazing event. To be here at this amazing outpouring of love and solidarity for the victims of the tragedy in Orlando, in the rain and the misery. And Manchester, I love you for coming out and doing this. And thanks to everybody who came, thanks to the organisers, it's been wonderful. Thank you.
And it started off with a couple of tweets between a few of us, including Belinda here, of us going like, what we're going to do is something happening in the village. And Belinda had organised this amazing mass handhold. And the chorus were going to come down here and sing a couple of songs at Weather Dependence. And so we just said, let's all meet up at Sackville Gardens with some flags and candles and just remember the people who've been murdered. And then it just kind of took off, and then the council got involved and the Lord Mayor, and it's grown into this beautiful civic and community event where the word that was used over and over again was love. It was just about facing this terrible violence and hatred and homophobia with love. And you don't get a city that's more loving and strong and full of righteous anger and joy and fight than this one. So Manchester, we salute you tonight. It's like we stand shoulder to shoulder with all the communities all over the world who are doing this tonight, and just very, very proud to be part of it.